Good morning, guys. My name is Nonima Dikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, this is the morning after. This is the morning after the disappointing Monday, but we soldier on, okay? We soldier on because what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Nix. That was Baloyi to us yesterday. What are you gonna do about it? Why are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? No AVOs? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That was Baloyi Esinyonyozela yesterday. But guess what? We were like, okay, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. But there is something that I must talk about this part of. He is so disrespectful. He undermines our intelligence. He undermines the entire South Africa. How dare he? How dare you, Mr. Baloyi? How dare you? I'm not laughing because it's laughable, but wow, sir, really now? Awunamahloni? Like, he has no shame. Can someone please contact the MEC of Safety and Security, whatever it is, and find out if there are no AVLs for these guys? How convenient that there are not going to be any AVLs for May, June, July 2020. How convenient is that? So please, sir, I don't believe that there are no AVLs. I do not flip and believe that situation. I don't. I don't know about you, but I personally do not believe that there are no AVLs. I don't. I don't. Do you know what the funniest thing is? There is someone who penned down an affidavit and said that there were no AVLs. Guess what? If we were to dig deeper as a country and post these things there, go social media, go Twitter, aka X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and then this country, no, man, they are playing with our country right now. People are watching, Mr. Baloyi, and you do not care. Who gave this man power for him to think that he is unshaken? No one can do anything to him. He's a god. Who told Baloyi that he's a god? Was this teamwork between Baloyi and Gininda? Ugananda no Baloyi, what are they doing? Anyway, guys, so that's what happened. We were disappointed yesterday because of that. And funny enough is that one strange thing was that Judge Rata saw no reason to probe further and ask questions. He did not. All he did from Baloyi disappointing the country, number one, from Baloyi disrespecting the country and undermining the intelligence of the people that are watching the case, besides the ones that are educated sitting next to him, which are his colleagues, the other advocates. Then he came and undermined the entire people that are watching the case. We had a judge that was like, this is an opportunity. I'm going to make this up by myself. And then he was like, I have done all that I could. Mkulu. Some believe this is not about you. I have bent back over backward. Yay! Sir, you have bent back over backwards. Who cares? You need to do what needs to be done. You are at work here, so work on, job on. Why does he think he is doing people a favor when he is doing his job with Judge Rata, guys? I can't. Like literally, I can't. They frustrate the hell out of me. But it is what it is. We are dealing with such. This is what our country has become. And sadly, do you know what's so sad about the entire situation that happened in court in the morning yesterday? Is that now this is how South African courts will want to move when people don't want to be accountable of anything. They will keep referring to this nonsense. Yeah. Like, honestly, guys, really now. No. I remember Ulistering SCT, they were fitted with AVL. So there's no way now we can come back and say they are not. Aibo. Saze savelelwa siyi-country. Saze savelelwa because of people abangenamahloni. Hawu, Nkosi yami. Yo, yaphela kanjalo ke indaba i-fight yama-AVL. because I'll tell you why. They could not bring the AVLs because if they bring the AVLs, they are going to say what flip what Muzi Sibiya and Bongani Ntanzi are saying about their arrest and the places they went to. That's why they are refusing to bring those. But get in the bright side of it all, what is the court supposed to do? But in a normal court, it would have been that way. This is Judge Rota's court. It's not normal. I remember there by Jocelyn Smith's case of trafficking, the judge took into account that Kelly did not come to defend herself from what Ramza was saying. Kelly, Buta and Apollos, the other guys, they did not come to rebut or rebut, whatever the English name is, what the lady Laurentia Lombard was saying about them. They did not defend themselves. So that means Laurentia is telling the truth. In this case, if this was a normal court, we are supposed to be having the same situation whereby the judge is like, since there are no AVLs, then it means Bongani Ntanzi and Muzi Sibiya are telling the truth when they say this and this happened, because you guys did not want to produce. Instead, but we will wait for his final verdict. But when he speaks as if the verdict is there because what the hell is that supposed to mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Do you understand? So we are dealing with that, and it's a lot, and it's too much. But hey, Sizotini commissioner, what must we say? It is what it is. It is what it is. It's so sad. Sadly, the situation is so sad. Sadly, there's nothing that we are going to do about it. Sadly, we are going to sit here and complain, but what can we do? Is this the state of our country? Is this that everything has come to now? Because I do not believe for a minute that there is no AVL. But I part of me knew that they might come. Instead of bringing us AVLs, there was no AVL, but we had affidavit. We had to deal with an affidavit. And when Nisi probed, where is the owner of the affidavit? Ubaloyi stood up and said, there's no need for him to come. He wants us to take what the affidavit says. Now I say they better call the owner of the affidavit so that if that owner of the affidavit is lying in that affidavit, then he goes and faces that perjury charge there. Agiriena, he's part of the gang. No, guys, this can't be. I remember Ramsipile got up and said, I worked with this car. It's not my fault. In my experience, I worked with EMPD and cars, AVs and car tracker. I think he said so. So that's where we are supposed to be looking, not any. Hey! Wavimba ubaloyi wavala kwayale. But the bottom line is that yesterday was the greatest disappointment. As much as, but deep down we knew this could happen. It could happen that they may not bring the AVLs, but we did not think they would pull it through like this, bring us affidavits. We did know because we've seen things happen in that courtroom. Oh, we have seen things happen in that courtroom. We have seen things happen in that courtroom. And we have a judge that is going to say, well, then I did what I could. Say. I remember there are so many of I did what I could. I remember when accused number 3 Mthomisi Mncube was sitting in solitary confinement. I wish one day I would have a sit down with him and talk about his 4 years in solitary confinement. How did that affected him after? How is he as a person? How did he manage not to break down and still be okay mentally after that? How is that going for him? Like, those are the sad things. And Ujaj Rata, was like, I'm gonna call who's that? But he said it's his friend. He is his friend. We've never seen him. He never came to court after making such promises that he can call him that judge that deals with Ian what I forgot his name. He said he's gonna call him so that they can deal with this thing for wasake samt. We've never. He likes doing those things of making as if he's doing right for someone. But wow, we have seen a lot in that courtroom. Guys, what are your thoughts about this? Did you not deep down know that this could happen? Because personally, I did. I'm sure there was a lot of us who knew that as much as but we want what's right to be done, but chances are it could not happen. What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.